welcome to Make It to Merge. I'm Coop.
I'm Kirsty.
And I'm Will.
And here we are talking about the last episode of Australia versus the world.
The finale.
The finale.
It's here already.
I know. It's been and gone.
Yeah, 3 weeks, 10 episodes. Wow.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Bish, bash, bosh.
That's mad. You know, in a normal season would be round about maybe tribe swap.
Yeah. I was just thinking, would we even be at merge?
But here we are.
I know.
Done.
Let's just get into it and talk finale then.
Let's get it on.
Let's get
Let's
it
get it on.
Oh, the last.
The last Let's Get It On.
It's not, because we'll be back next season, right?
No, I mean, but it was maybe
The last
time
JLP.
here.
Let's get it on. This episode's just going to be us lamenting everything's the last JLP something, isn't it?
I didn't think it would happen so soon for me.
I know.
Yeah, it's already hit me.
Oh, God, we can't go down that route.
No. We'll spare him.
We'll try and rein it in a little bit. Yeah.
We'll pour out a drink for him.
Yeah.
We'll go into the garden, pour one out.
Yeah.
Pour out a bit of this tea. So we've got then like at the start the kind of classic finale.
The classic finale.
The classic finale intro. I noticed that I didn't think Janine was in it.
The intro, yeah, there was no sign of Janine as far as I could see.
Because, yeah, it's like, usually you would at least kind of
try and pretend that they might win.
Yeah.
All of them that are left.
There was none of that.
She wasn't. She was in it. No, she was in it a wee bit in Luke's segment, right?
She's just a side piece to Luke.
She was though. It was kind of like in Luke's segment.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it?
Oh, I don't
Maybe,
remember.
but I'm thinking of like the actual first bit, you know, where you get at the end JLP is like, this is the final of.
Oh, yeah.
She just isn't that bit at all. But yeah, she also didn't have. She might have had her own segment then, but she was in.
Do you know what is quite odd, actually? That Janine made it really deep into the game. So did Suri, obviously. But neither of them had big intro clips.
Oh,
Like, you know, the first episode intro.
Yeah.
She didn't really get much, did she?
They've not had massive edits throughout the season, have they? I mean, Suri a little bit. They've had bits here and there, but mostly Janine and Suri have been quite on the outside of the edit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you just know Suri's been doing more than what.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
it's been the Pav and Luke show for quite some time now, hasn't it?
And like, absolutely, this is not the case, but like almost the edit from this episode was making it look like, you know, Parv had dragged Suri to the end for old time's sake.
A little bit, yeah.
It's like, no.
Like, yeah, you can't.
I know, Suri was like,
I was determined to get Suri to the end at all costs.
yeah.
Just this goat she's dragging along.
And Suri was even like at the end, wasn't she? She was like, you seem more cut up about this than me. Why? On Luke's clip, you know when like Luke gets his segment at the start and there's that bit of him like tossing the bits of the flour into the...
Oh, yeah.
Do you think he came up with that? Or do you think
No.
to do that?
I think they told him to do that. Surely, like, he's the only one that got something like that as well, right?
No, because Pav had that bit. It was separate, but she had that bit with the butterflies.
Oh, yeah, that was quite nice.
It was cool.
It was all very nice and poetic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I might have liked it. I was saying to Stephen, oh, look at those moths, because he hates moths. But he's like, they're not moths, are they?
They
Look
were
a bit mothy.
They did look a bit mothy.
They
You're
did,
right.
yeah.
It must be like a native butterfly or something. Right. Shall we just get on and talk about the final immunity challenge? I don't really have anything before
I
then.
have a note. I have one note. You know, back in season 1, where they used to do it, so they walked past everyone that was like,
Yeah, all the talk.
I knew you were going to bring this up.
because I loved it.
Yeah, I do
loved,
miss that.
like seeing Des get the nods again.
Yeah.
And you just think if ever there was a season for them to be walking past.
Such a short season with all iconic players.
Right?
Yeah.
I admit it did fall a bit short sometimes in the Australian one when you'd have people, you know, from one tribe walking past like,
oh,
they
yeah.
never interact with them.
Yeah. That person was here apparently, yep.
I can see that. But on this season, everyone knows, you know, who.
Yeah.
Why would they not have had that in?
You could have had little flashbacks as well, like Luke's flashback. Like,
And they could have had like little tokens, like you could have hung a shoe on Tony's.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, it could have gone on and on.
Yeah.
In a whole piece. Yeah, that
Maybe
is
they've
a
saved it
shame.
for the gram. You never know.
Yeah, it felt like kind of low key almost.
Yeah, we said that.
Because then when you had the final challenge, there was no friends or family.
Yes, I said that as well. It was all a bit,
Yeah.
you know what?
Bring out Jericho.
I know.
Bring out Dave for either Parv or or Janine.
Yeah.
Best pals of them all, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I noted as well? No crank.
No crank.
No crank. That was the most disappointing part of that challenge for
Wasn't
me.
it?
And no pyrotechnics. It really seemed like he was going to be setting those rams on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it did.
I mean,
Where were the flames?
I do miss final immunity that goes into the hours of darkness.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
agree.
I mean, we just stood no chance with this lineup. It would like not being offensive to anyone, but we knew Parv was going to win this from the get go. There was no way anybody else was going to win it. I mean, yeah, Luke tried. He really did, but there was still no way it was going to happen.
The edit tried. God love
Oh, the edit tried so hard, yeah.
But then every time it goes to Parv and she is literally stood, like JLP said, like a statue.
Yeah,
and
she's
then looks
just-
like, ah!
Yeah, she's just in complete zen, like meditating there, like, oh, this is fine, and yeah.
And it's like, oh, Parv's
Right,
trying to shake a bit.
Yes.
It's like, ah!
There was just no way in a million years that she was.
The only chance Luke had was if Parv somehow fumbled one of the live transitions.
Yes.
That was the only chance he had. And you could tell he was holding out for that final peg just to see if it would happen.
It did not.
There's no way. She's got too much composure, that Parvati.
Yeah, she was
insane.
Yeah, I was like, I could only dream of being that strong.
Right, I want to know what her secret is. Like, because that is honestly the secret to winning Survivor.
I think it's
Getting in that mindset.
meditation. I think it's like chanting because
Yeah.
I've watched a video where she's spoken about it before. There was a challenge where she did the 6.5 hours above her head.
Oh, yeah.
And she said she just went into this meditative state and she was just repeating this chant in her head over and over.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder.
No, you go.
I was going to say, I wonder if she was doing that. Like, how annoying would it be if JLP is just like asking her questions, interrupting this chant that she's doing?
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did notice during this challenge? When they had the big sandbags they were holding that had the ram on them. The ram is actually quite menacing looking. I hadn't noticed-
yeah.
Well, I hadn't noticed this before, but his big mouth and all, he is quite menacing.
You know what? I made.
Well, you said that as if like, oh yeah, well obviously we
It's a
noticed that.
very
the first time we did.
menacing ram, yeah.
I actually meant to, before we recorded, Google like if there was some kind of symbolic meaning about the ram.
Oh,
Because they
yeah.
really went for it with those structures.
I think it just looked cool, didn't it?
I'm going to Google it quickly.
The thing the structures reminded me of, and like, this is a very niche UK reference, but Wicker Man.
Yeah,
Alton
oh
Towers.
my
I was thinking that, you know. Yeah. I was trying to think just then. I was like, is that a thing in Wicker Man? Like,
Yeah.
'cause I was
Yeah.
thinking in the film Wicker Man, it's a
Yeah.
similar setup. So, yeah.
Jen, is it like a ram in Wicker Man?
I can't remember.
It's something very similar. It's got like big, I think it might be.
It might well
And you've
be.
got to pay sacrifice to the Wicker Man.
Yeah.
The ram apparently symbolizes strength, leadership, courage, fertility, and rebirth, which is like fairly fitting.
Rebirth, I guess.
Yeah.
Tribes merging.
Yeah, and then also like the rebirth of some people's stories because they're coming back on.
Yeah.
It's also often seen as a symbol of perseverance.
Oh, that's perfect.
Sense.
The only way it really
makes
would fit better is that the ram symbolizes the ability to outwit, to outlast.
Yeah, imagine. What did you think of like when Suri and Luke did this as well? Were like leaning back on the ram?
I was surprised that was allowed.
Yeah, same.
Like when Suri did it the first time, it was just before she stepped off. So I was like, oh, well, it was just part of her going out.
Yes.
But then Luke did
Same.
it and then recovered and no one said anything.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Are you allowed to do
that
that?
feels like, and obviously I don't know, but it feels like that would make it easier if you just lean back on the thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless there's a time limit, like you can only lean on it for 5 seconds or something, but we didn't see that established.
No,
Yeah.
I was like really waiting for JLP to be like, Suri, you touch the back.
Yes.
You're out.
Yeah,
Thing.
I thought the only reason that didn't happen is because she instantly basically stepped off. It was like, oh, she's out anyway. So yeah, she's
Yeah, but then when Luke did it, were you not expecting him to be like, oh,
yeah,
all right.
oh, Luke, you touched the back. Yeah,
You touched
I'm
the ram.
sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, brother, you're out.
You know what? Maybe it is harder because like you're holding on to the sandbags and then say you're leaning back, you've still got like a lot of weight through your feet, but then also like your core strength is going to have to be like ridiculous to like hold yourself in that position.
It's almost, I feel like it helps you with balance if you can lean on the back. It takes the weight off your feet because you can put part of it on the back. I don't know. It feels easier somehow.
Yeah. There must have been a reason why it wasn't. Or maybe, like you said, it was the time limit.
I was going to say, yeah, maybe it was that, yeah.
What did you think of Janine doing it in that caftan? I was loving it.
I didn't know.
It didn't really feel very practical final immunity wear, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wondering about some of these outfits. Like Parv and her wee shawl she's got. Like, is that not really hot in the sun?
They look quite thin and like, not meshy, but you know, what's that material? Kind of silky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume they're quite breathable.
I made a note that JLP referred to hard-boiled gameplay.
Oh my God, I missed that.
Yeah, well, it's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hard-boiled gameplay.
In what was the
Boiled
context?
gameplay.
He just said it had been a season of some like really hard-boiled gameplay.
How did he say that in the final immunity challenge? Sorry, I'm really like,
I know, yeah.
like, give me the time.
Trying to catch Kirsty out here. It's like, is that not written in your notes? Oh.
I'm starting to question if he did say it now. I mean, I've written it in my notes right after I wrote Parv says you all are dark in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And before JLP refers to the ram as a torture rack, this little torture rack.
Yeah.
I presume it was before the challenge you mentioned hard-boiled gameplay.
Oh, wow. We must have just been in discussion about the ram heads.
Yeah, you
and
must
lack
have
of
just
crank.
lack
Actually,
of crank.
we had a mini debate because I said no crank, and then you thought there might have been a crank hiding somewhere.
I was waiting for the cramp to come out.
Yeah.
The fire button. I was then telling Stephen, oh, well, last series we had the pegs come out of the ground.
Yeah.
The reveal.
Unnecessary measure.
Yeah.
How did they not make that happen just for this? It's the Australia versus the world.
Yeah,
It's
it was really missing that like level of JLP involvement.
Yes,
Because
I agree.
he was there just telling them to move to the extra peg, but really he should have been
He should be
revealing
involved in the
extra
finale, the final challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Maybe he's already because he doesn't know at this point. Oh, I don't
He doesn't know, but they maybe did.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we have at the end of this immunity a Luke v Parv showdown, quotation marks, I guess. Luke was just uncomfortable watching for me. Like I could just feel that pain, and we were just almost like, oh, can this just be over?
I know. It was, you knew
Yeah.
he was going to win.
Exactly.
Did we even hear how long they lasted?
Yeah, an hour, 40 minutes.
Okay, I mean, it's in terms of final immunity.
I know.
That is like nothing.
I bet JLP was very pleased with this.
Oh, yeah.
In an hour, in an hour and a
he
half,
was delighted.
basically.
Bish bash bosh.
I thought you were going to say that is lame.
Well, I mean,
Luke has this like really dramatic fall off the pegs, and then he's like
a forward roll.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
literally rolls, and then he's like clutching his chest.
Yeah, no one comes over.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
even Janine is busy right through the game, just like, well done, Parvati, well done.
Where was at least first responder?
Oh, yeah.
There was no support from Janine for Luke throughout this.
Cerie was the first one over to him.
Yeah, she was.
Like Cerie turned around, I was like, oh, Janine's here. I guess I'll go and make sure Luke's okay then.
The only word of support Janine said was good for him.
Yeah, and it wasn't
quietly
even
to
him.
herself.
Yeah.
Even to him.
Honestly, that's where I noted that there was no friends and family.
Yeah, that's what made me think of
Yeah.
that, actually. Because then I was like, oh gosh, there's no
Maybe
one.
that's why they couldn't. Well, I'm sure Parv could have gone on that long, but maybe it would have gone longer if they would have had like the family member there just being like,
What, so they didn't bring them, so it didn't go on as long.
that's what I was implying,
Oh,
but
right,
maybe.
that's what you meant.
Maybe. No. I don't know.
I mean, gone are the 6 hours
Wow.
immunity from season 1, was it? We had.
Yeah, but if anything, that made it feel like a bit lackluster for me because it
Agree.
was just like, I don't know, it was just in and out. There was no suspense really.
Yeah.
So after this immunity onto the beach, we've got Parv and Cerie basically are like, we need to make sure that Janine is locked in 100% voting Luke. We're going to let her know how much of a threat he is. This part, I was a bit like, okay, so they want her to definitely vote for Luke because if Luke's in the final, she will stand less of a chance of winning. But then it's like, well, she's not going to win against Parv anyways.
Yeah, and also like what you think Cerie's the easy option to beat?
Yeah.
She's got Lisa in her pocket. She's basically got the whole, I would say, the world tribe.
100%.
Very good chance of getting their votes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that, well, I understand why they had to do it, but
Yeah, I'm surprised we never even saw the conversations about Cerie and Parv going to Luke and saying about voting out Janine.
yeah, I guess they just were.
everyone wanted.
There was probably just no conversation.
Yeah.
Right? It was just like he knew that they didn't want him there.
Yeah.
There was just no point in even pretending.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we all know that we're all both trying to convince Janine to come our way. So let's
Yeah.
do it.
Fair.
And they were really in the position of power,
Yeah.
Cerie and Parv at this point.
Yeah.
Luke has like a moment to camera where he's saying that he has worked really, really hard on this Janine relationship, and he's hoping that the work that he's done in that relationship is enough to take him through to fire. I was just thinking about that time when they were all in the water and he was saying, yeah, I don't see Jay in my long game. What way they've come.
Oh my God, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Back
Way
2
back
weeks
when.
ago.
Yeah.
When George is like, well, we just punt them all and Janine and punt her out.
Yeah, she could have been gone very early.
Well, if George had had his way,
Well, yeah.
she was going to be, second boot.
I think like Luke was pretty much on board with that vote at that time. He was like, yeah,
Not
she's
bothered.
in my long game.
Yeah.
Oh, how the tides have changed.
Well, I mean, I guess this was before all his other allies got voted.
Yeah, which he was on the wrong side of the vote of. We also made a note that he gets this scene where he's like hacking his way through the jungle with the machete.
edit.
Do you like it?
Yes, again. Didn't we talk about? We talked about this last week, didn't we? The machete edit. That is the one you want.
Yeah, so we talked about it last week in it being an unhinged machete edit.
Okay.
Whereas I feel like this machete edit, this episode, was like threat level machete
Luke
edit.
got the
Got it.
destroyer edit.
Yeah, it's like
Got
you
it.
do not want
edit.
this man to sit against you in the final.
Got it. Yeah.
Both very good edits to get.
You do not want to go against this man for fire.
Yeah.
Do you like how whenever they're talking about things going to fire and they always show you them in the camp making a fire?
yeah.
Fire, yeah. It's a sure sign you're going
Who's
to get shot
practicing?
down. Yeah, exactly.
The time when George was being taught how to do fire by Cara.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm being taught by someone that doesn't know how to do fire.
Yeah. Oh God, those two together, such an iconic double act. I really like the scene that we had from Luke where he was saying like he needs to ask the godmother for a favor and then calls her the fairy godmother.
And he wanted to sprinkle some pixie dust, but embers.
Yeah, that was a nice like analogy, wasn't it?
Cerie and Parv do seem quite convinced that Luke is going to win.
Yeah.
There's not a chance. And they're not just saying this to Janine. They actually are thinking this because you see them say it in confessionals a few times.
Yeah, I think they think as well he's got like a lot of friends on the jury already. I think Parv potentially is thinking she made a few enemies, which you have to do in Survivor sometimes. And she has that experience of having a bitter jury. It can come back to bite you. Obviously, this time they appreciated it. But yeah, I think they were genuinely worried.
Yeah, I agree.
I made a note at Tribal, Shawnee's outfit.
I wrote that too.
Oh my God, she looked stunning
loved
both
it.
times. Like I loved the orange suit, but then I also loved the final tribal dress as well.
Totally iconic.
Totally iconic.
Fab.
Yeah, she was glowing as well. And then 2 more wolf looks for Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think he's going to merch line that?
I hope so, because I'll be in there.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's already from a merch line.
Oh, maybe. You know what? I was wondering actually the other day whether or not they had been told that they weren't allowed to wear their own merch because it
Because of
was
Luke's
creeping.
creeping.
Yeah, no creeping, which
No golds and gods. Is he sure?
Does he have his own merch line? Does he?
Oh,
Yeah.
surprising.
Maybe he just isn't asked about the money anymore.
Yeah, I think he was breaking even on it.
But yeah, like surely that would be such a good opportunity for merch. I reckon they must have been told
You
beforehand.
can't wear merch. Yeah.
Because
Well, they do get their outfits sort of picked for them, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, true.
Maybe less so in an Australia versus the World season, but
But
it's
then
generally
Luke
a
could
thing.
previously wore creeping on.
He did, yeah.
Did he? Yeah, no, he did wear it on that second
I don't
season.
think
was on.
he even mentioned creeping.
No. Maybe they were heavily warned against it. Or maybe he did and they just edited everything out.
Maybe, yeah.
So at one point, did you think you heard like a wolf howl in the background when Tommy was visiting?
No.
Oh, I didn't notice that this time around, no.
No?
No.
Oh, what, when he comes out?
I think it was at his jury question, actually. I'm now starting to wonder if I've made this up.
Maybe it's this like wishful hearing.
Maybe.
Wishful
Maybe
hearing.
like now every time you see Tommy, you just associate
Just
so
hear,
much with that.
Yeah. I watched that first 10 minutes only.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? This is like off topic, but when I was younger, I was obsessed with the song Mambo Number 5, and I used to play it in my bedroom so much.
Regular version or Bob the Builder version?
I didn't even know there was a Bob the Builder version, did I? No, the Lou Bega version.
Yeah.
And I listened to it so many times in my bedroom, and my mum would like shout up the stairs like, Sophie. And then now, today, when I listen to that song, there's a part in the song where I just hear my mum shouting my name. Because it happened so many times. So maybe.
That's funny, right? When I was at uni, we were in flat 5 in first year, and we made up a song, Mambo Flat 5. Did you? And we went around and had everyone's names in it.
Oh, that's so fun.
I was Kirsty in the sun.
Oh, I love that. Such a banger, that
Oh, it
song.
really is.
Well, going to the vote then, did you think that Janine would take them to fire or
Yeah, I couldn't see her betraying Luke.
I couldn't either.
I think it would have been devastating if she betrayed him, and it wouldn't have looked very good on Janine. Even though it's Survivor, like I think she was probably aware of the fact that a lot of people would push back on that.
People would have been coming for her online, I think.
Yeah.
Probably remembering like Pia.
Yeah. And also it's like, I said it was tough, this one, because if anything, I really wanted Suri and Luke in the final because I loved them both. So, but I don't know. I did want it to go to fire just because it's more exciting and I wanted him to be given that opportunity. But this fire challenge, bloody hell, it was like one of the most intense ones I've ever seen, like the closest, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, going into it, assuming we saw what Suri did in the fire earlier in the season.
But she did say she was having an off day.
Well, yeah, I mean, she did well. It was
really
close.
well.
It was actually close.
The fire was licking both ropes.
It was quite stressful, actually. And then there was like times where I was like, oh, he's got this. And then that
Yeah, and
bloody
then it kept collapsing.
structure.
Yeah.
Squashing, flattening the fire.
Yeah.
The structure has collapsed for the second time.
Yeah. Do you think JLP was on the edge of his whatever he
his
sits
stump.
on?
His
Stump,
stoop.
yeah.
Yeah. Stoop. Yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
It was so tense,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
One minute the fire's licking the rope. Next thing the structure is squashing the fire.
He was like putting his hands in the fire at one point. It was really bothering me that he wasn't.
Fire behind him.
What?
Yes, there was
behind him,
a torch behind him, right? And at the start, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's got flame already." It's like, "Oh no, it's a torch that just weirdly set the shot." off.
Yeah, that was so
him.
That was so
misleading.
odd. Yeah, but I mean, Suri still managed to raise her flag. It was just too late.
smashed it, yeah.
So goes to show that she'd make a really good fire there.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked her kind of speech at the end, you know, where she was just saying like she's actually just so proud of herself and
Yeah.
she knew that she could do it and
She's just a legend. She's
Yeah.
just a lovely person.
yeah.
Of all the players that I would think if I met in real life, I definitely wouldn't be disappointed.
Yes.
It'd be Suri.
100%.
Absolutely.
Not to sound like Lisa too much, but
You've gone full Lisa.
Well, we've seen it, haven't we, with Lisa, like just how nice she was to her and it's really sad that she got cut short yet again.
so close.
Yeah.
So close.
she's like cemented her title as the greatest Survivor player to never win. So that still sits with her, even though she...
Do you think Cirie will play Survivor again? In fact, isn't she playing next season?
Retired. Oh,
No, that's Parv, isn't it? Parv's retiring now.
I'm sure Cirie said she was hanging up her Survivor hat, but she's not. Is
Well,
she?
she's in the next season of US, isn't she?
Oh,
Yeah.
is she actually?
Yeah, I think so. I think she's going. I think she's going straight into playing. What is it? 50?
Oh,
Yeah.
50?
Yeah, and well, she's really brushed up on her fire skills.
Yeah, she's
She's not going to stop Survivor until she wins, is she? Like, there's no way Cirie's going to retire.
Yeah.
And she'll win, and then she'll retire that day.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
Maybe that's why she wasn't as upset as Parv when she went out, because she's like, well, I've got Survivor 50 coming.
Yeah. It'd almost be like if she won Survivor versus the World and then had to go into 50, be like, oh,
Why
can't I go out on a high?
Yeah.
What did you think of her snuffing?
Oh,
JLP's final snuff.
JLP's final snuff.
At least
Quite
it's Cirie.
emotional.
At least if he's going to snuff someone's torch for the final time, Cirie
That was a good
couldn't be a
one.
better person, really.
I love how he went,
Legendary.
Yeah.
damn.
Oh yeah, JLP genuinely felt for her, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was like,
Yes.
maybe this was going to be your season finally.
Yeah. And I think as well, he's just like, obviously knows how much of an icon she is. And then just being there to witness that after it was so close and a flag went up, like just a bit too late. It's like, oh, wow. That was a lot. But yeah, the last snuff. So the next day, we've got the iconic final 3 or final 2 breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
How long did Janine's toast go on?
Oh my gosh. I mean, Luke just gave up and started drinking at one point.
Just kept on adding more
Yeah.
things to it. She was like a toast to friendship.
Yeah. And also
And
to loyalty
Yeah.
and to staying friends.
And to trust.
Yeah. Like, we just want the champagne.
Yeah, let's drink.
That's that keynote speaker coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. She was like,
She was practicing her jury speech.
yeah. She does have like a little bit to camera later, which I enjoyed, where she's saying like she played like a godmother. She took people out, but she stayed true to the family.
Ah, yeah,
That
it
was
was
good.
fun.
Yeah.
I like that as well.
Appreciate that.
Do you want to get on and talk about the final tribal, the final
Let's.
speeches?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So we're straight away in with Janine's. She's the first one to go, which I feel like, if we didn't already know it, is another kind of indication that
Yeah.
Never go first, do they? The winner.
I often feel like they pick the order knowing.
who's like in with a good chance.
And it's not even an edit because JLP says, let's kick it off with you, Janine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we know they picked that order already because they're like, well, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They used to do that on X Factor, you know. The person that they wanted to win would always go second.
Oh,
What,
second.
to perform?
Yeah, because they'd be more in the viewer's mind when the phone line's open.
Oh, out of 2. Is that?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
I would
right.
say, yeah. So they're last.
Yeah, got you. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because the first person goes, second person goes, phone line's open.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're so right.
Yeah, interesting.
Trixie. So in her speech, she says she isn't really there for the money. That comes second for her. She wants the title of Sole Survivor. I was quite shocked that she then went on to say she played a flawless game.
Yeah, Janine,
I feel like you shouldn't
unfortunately,
say
kind of ticked all the boxes for things you shouldn't say in your final jury speech.
And her doing a keynote speech every month.
Yeah. Well, the problem
Doing a
is,
jury speech every month.
yeah, in a keynote speech, you're used to talking about your successes and how great you are because, you know, you are. But in Survivor, you have to be a bit more like humble, I think.
To be fair, I think she played a really good game. But I just think in the final immunity, you have to kind of say a little bit of the... Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like, I'm not saying she didn't play a good game. I'm just saying in that speech, you are humble about it.
Yeah.
You don't say you played a flawless game because we all see that question in Final Tribal. It's like, what would you change about your game? And the people who say nothing everyone's like, well, that's rubbish.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one
This happened. You wouldn't change any of that. Like, no,
Nobody
we saw
likes-
it with George in his first season. He's like,
Yeah.
man, I wouldn't change anything. Like,
Nobody
well,
likes that.
Yeah, nobody likes that. And nobody likes someone who doesn't need the money.
No.
Because,
I also think
Yeah.
as well, like saying this game is all about loyalty and trust is very subjective, and it's also not the case. I
I
think.
don't believe that's the case at all.
I don't think it's the case at all. No one wants to watch a game filled with loyalty.
Yeah. I mean, to a point it is,
Yeah.
but it's still with like the caveat of any of those people can turn around and betray you at any second.
Yeah.
It's like
of
temporary.
hoodwinking.
Yeah. Bamboozling.
Also,
Flim-flamming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, in this game, she definitely burned people as it came out with the Sarah question. Right, I have a question about that Sarah question. So, Sarah says, I know that you told Kirby that I threw out her name, which I did, but then she's like, oh, but it's rich for you to say you wanted to be Australia strong, blah, blah, blah. And then Luke is like, so Jay's the reason why we're not Australia strong.
Yeah.
Right, this is where I'm confused because in my memory, Luke told Janine to tell Kirby that Sarah had said that. Do
This
you remember?
was but this was back at camp. This was before they merged. I remember it. It was before they merged. It was on the Australian beach.
But is that not what they were talking about?
Well, I don't think they really wanted to go Australia strong until they merge.
See, in my memory,
I don't know how you can go Australia strong before the merge. You know, you're gonna have to. It's not unless
yeah.
you have a mega alliance.
but did this not happen?
You don't get the call back.
This happened after merge, right? Didn't this happen after merge?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, it did happen after marriage. There was before marriage when initially Janine was planting the seeds because her and Luke were on the bottom, on the outs. And then they were like, oh, actually, there's a crack between Kirby and Sarah because
Yeah.
Sarah said she might vote for Kirby.
She was worried about
Yeah,
Kirby,
yeah, exactly. And then when they get into the merge, I know Luke was very much like Australia strong. I can't really remember what Janine was saying.
Interesting. Because, that I was just like, surely Luke knows about that. He's the one that told her to tell her.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I think it was before the merge. We might
Right.
want to call this one.
Well, let's move on and talk about Luke's final jury speech. I thought it was really good.
Really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I wondered where he was going at first.
When
with
he
the
talked
whole-
about his audition.
Yeah, his audition.
Oh, yeah, I liked that story.
I liked it going back to his first thing, but then
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting his answer to that to have been, I'm going to be the most dominating player of all time. I thought it'd be, I don't know, something a bit more like,
I think it's a strange thing to say when you have not had a dominating game, when you haven't been on the right side of the vote.
because you've been on the bottom quite a lot.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he was going to say something like, I'll be the most surprising, or like, I'm going to be, just something a bit less cliche.
I would say, most dominating. You could probably say that's George when he was dominating all the time.
God, yeah.
But I don't know if I
God.
would ever say that about Luke. He's quite like a easy Ozzy, under the radar till he's not type.
And that's what we like about him
Yeah.
as well. Yeah. It's just, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, the rest of his speech I thought was pretty good.
Yeah. I still liked it because it was like a little peek behind the curtain, I guess.
Yeah.
Of like how he got there. Yeah, I thought it was good. I've got in my notes that he said wolf pack, but I don't know what that was.
He
in
refers
reference
to Tommy, Cass, and Lisa as the wolf pack.
That was it. Yeah, I liked that. Did you?
I liked it, but then I was like, I don't know if Cass and Lisa like that. Like, do they think
Being
they're
in
in a
Tommy's
wolf pack? Yeah,
Well, Lisa
exactly.
hates Luke.
Especially because
so.
Tommy was out of all of them probably the one with the least power.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, oh, I don't know if that's going down well.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when the howl noise was.
Oh, maybe,
We need to watch this back.
Yeah, we actually did.
See if there was a howl noise.
Yeah, I thought it was really strong, especially like that. I feel like I'm the heart of this game.
Yeah.
For Australian Survivor. That was really good.
Yeah, I think it was definitely appealing to the Australians on the tribe for sure. On the jury, I mean.
And I think
Yeah.
he is a bit of the heart of the Australian
Yeah.
as well, yeah.
I would say so. And then Parv's speech, I mean, this is everything that you want from a final tribal speech, I think. She really nailed the assignment.
Really good.
It's not her first rodeo, is it?
No, but I really I really liked how she said she had a 20-year love affair with Survivor.
yeah.
I just thought that was really fun.
I loved that. I loved how, again, she was bringing up this like Janine keynote speaker thing again. It's like, oh, I might not be a keynote. I was like, as Shawnee's doing, bringing up this whole like, oh, she does a keynote every month. As if this like is a thing.
I know.
Like, oh, don't bring them to the end. They're a keynote speaker.
Yeah.
I've noticed this about Janine, like the full way through. It's like everyone else is referred to as like a threat in this game or like a challenge beast or this or this. And with Janine, it's always, she's one of Australia's most prominent businesswomen. She's an
keynote
CEO.
speaker.
Yeah, a keynote speaker. But there's never anything about like her game, which is weird because she has played a good game. But yeah, she's been typecast very strongly.
Typecast as like the best businesswoman in Australia.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
The best speech giver in Australia.
Yeah.
The best keynote.
Her real threat in this game is getting to the final jury speech, apparently. Even though everyone wanted to take her to the final jury speech.
Yeah. So back to Parv's speech then. It's no notes from me. Really, really good. Very strong. Shall we talk about the questions?
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely should.
I was quite
Or
surprised.
will we end the pod here? What do you want?
I was quite surprised Janine got a question because she was really getting that edit of like she was like,
Well,
them.
do they all ask a question of each person and we just don't see it?
I feel like,
I think they
yes. Definitely ones where it's like I think someone had a question, but I can't remember who it was. But yeah, it was something that would be easily answered by each one, but they just showed the answer of one person.
do. Yeah, because you do see them say, oh, this one's for Luke. But I feel like they also say, well, this one's for Parv. Because you just, like, it's quite unfair if, like...
But yeah, it's just like otherwise you're just all like bombarding one person. It's just like, well,
I never realised that before because like in some other ones I'm like, oh, they got snubbed. They just like sit down. Like, for example, in the Lee Castledine one, it really feels like Nick's monologue is only to Lee. And then he doesn't have a question.
I mean, possibly in some of them they do, but
I think we do we not see his question to Chris?
Do we? I can't remember either. Okay, right. Well, that makes sense why she got questions then. Did you have a favourite question?
Yeah, it's the one that Cass asked,
that's mine.
saying how many votes do you think you'll get and who do you think they'll be from?
that was a good question.
That was a really
Love that
good
question.
And she answered it quite well as well, in that she said, if I was sitting in your position,
I
then
didn't like that though. I
you
was like,
not?
well, that's not the question. And she's like, oh well, if it was the other way around, I'd vote for you. It's like, yeah, but that's not the question.
Yeah,
the
it
question is, who do you
wasn't.
think on this jury now will vote for you?
But that's a tricky question.
Oh, definitely, that's the
answer.
point. Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
would've
she
just
was
been like Siri.
she was answering it very politically, which is fair.
Did
But
King
yeah.
George get asked that? Oh, well, all of you. I think
Yeah.
It's completely oblivious. It was a bit spicy between Sarah and Janine. I know we kind of talked about it earlier,
and
but
then
I didn't see that
Kirby.
coming.
Yeah.
I thought maybe there would be some other. Well, I guess there was like a bit of a pointed question from Kirby, like asking, was our relationship true? Did you mean anything you said, kind of thing?
Yeah.
So that was a bit exciting, but
I liked how even when it wasn't Luke's question, you were getting these funny little like inputs from him. Like, oh, it was Janine that broke up the Aussie.
yeah.
I really enjoyed Tommy's question. That was like, Parv, was there anything there for us?
Oh, yeah.
And
I
then she
enjoyed
was like,
that.
well, I was world. So it's like, no, there's 5 people in the world tribe.
Yes.
Were you there for Tommy from Finland?
Yeah.
She loved his spirit and his essence.
Yeah, I
Yes.
liked that. I love as well. She's like, I can't play with everyone, Tommy.
Yeah.
God. It's basically him and Kirby's question pretty much the same, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't you play with me?
What about us?
I know. But then
What
Tommy
about
was
us?
never really like in the running, was he? Whereas Kirby, like they really had something going. I actually like do wish we could have seen those two just cause havoc together. That would have
Yeah,
been so
I would have
fun.
loved to have seen a Parv Kirby thing go on for more than an episode.
Yeah, same.
Alas.
I think this is the thing about this season that we come back to, like, because it was so short, there was a lot of missed opportunities. Like, had it been a longer season, then maybe they wouldn't have blindsided Kirby at that point, and we would have seen Kirby and Parv dominate for a set amount of time.
But we didn't, and Parv betrayed her.
Wow, yeah.
Instantly.
I really liked, well, not really liked actually, but the kind of like sealed the deal moment for me, and I think for the jury as well, is when Parv revealed that a move that Luke had tried to claim as like one of his resume moves, which was getting her to tear up the parchment, was actually the reason why she had that parchment is because Luke sent her back to the beach, which you can tell, you could see it in Luke's eyes. It was like, oh man. Anything else you want to add from the questioning or?
I think one thing about Parv is like jury pitches and stuff, and it's always good when someone does this, is she kept stuff back from her opening speech so she could reveal where she got the scroll. Was that during the
the
And
scroll.
then she also like said she was on the right side of every vote. And also I think the fact she hadn't got a single vote.
Yeah.
Say that in her opening pitch that we saw. I think she brought that up. So it's just
I still can't believe that.
I can't. What were
How
they
does
doing?
a player like Parv get through not getting a single vote? Like you said, what were they doing?
Everyone was just enthralled.
Like the fact that such a legendary, massive player like Parvati Shallow doesn't get a single vote at tribal council
That's wild.
and makes it to the end to win
It's
is nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Even I think like the idol helped a bit, you know, when she had that kind of public. But the fact that no one tried to even flush,
Yeah.
Right?
was there just not the numbers or?
Yeah, because the only person I think we saw try it was Tommy. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
but-
Rob, actually.
Well, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like,
but
no,
even he didn't vote for her.
oh yeah. It's wild. I mean,
Goes to show what kind of a player she is, though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like, the fact that she
100%.
can get through an entire game and somehow convince everybody not to vote for her,
Yeah.
even though everybody knows she's a huge threat.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
Mad.
I've seen people say online, oh, if like Haley had been in this season, she would have been taking them out and stuff. She would have been trying at least.
yeah, but then even then you wonder, like, if you are Haley, for example, and then you're in that season, are you trying to take her out, or are you like, I just want to play with her?
Yeah, I think that was.
I think that's what got a lot of people is
Yeah.
like, so let's say George, for example, like George would be so fun to be in alliance with for maybe one or two moves, whereas Parv is more of like a locked in long-term alliance where it'd be fun for longer. So I think like people were really keen to get out the Georges and the Daves because it's like, oh, being in an alliance with them probably wouldn't be as fun as it would be being in Parv's alliance.
I know Shawnee obviously was gunning for George because of the like payback thing, but she did actually say in her exit interview that it wasn't as fun once George had got voted out.
Oh,
'Cause, yeah, she said
really?
the beach wasn't as fun just because she got on so well with him and he was such a laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I guess with George, you've just got the constant fear of like, he's going to get me like
Yeah.
any second. Whereas
Yeah.
with Parv, it feels
You
like,
don't feel like that.
yes,
Yeah.
you're more in like a long-term relationship with Parv, I would say.
Yeah, she's another one like Shawnee usually does, but didn't do this season.
Yeah.
It goes for like an ally and sticks in him.
Yeah.
Looking Janine.
Yeah. Oh, would have been so fun.
Kirby says to Luke, good luck, you killed it. But then it's like,
But then she didn't vote.
she didn't vote for him, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is it. I wanted to talk about the votes.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Came out. It was just like, I'm really surprised that Luke got one vote. Like, there must have been more to that than
Wait, do
we
you mean
saw.
just one? Or more
Yeah,
than-
he only got one vote. Like, I thought Kirby was going to vote for him because they're old mates. I thought, who else did I think was going to vote for him?
Shawnee.
Shawnee,
was.
yeah, Shawnee was giving him the little clap when he.
Shawnee
Like,
gave him a very nice question as well. I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm sure.
I mean,
but,
again, like Parv must have just blown people away with that final speech and questions and things. Like, I was disappointed Luke didn't get a couple more votes.
yeah, Shawnee asked Luke, when did you feel the most vulnerable in the game and how did you work your way back from it? Which is a nice question, I think, because it's kind of inviting you to say about one of your best moves, really.
But unfortunately,
It was the parchment.
it got flipped in that he started talking about that,
Yeah.
but then it inadvertently turned into actually that, oh, that was a Parv move.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think like like you, Will, I also thought that Shani would vote for Luke, and I thought maybe Kirby would as well. But it goes back to that thing of like, what is that jury looking for? And I think this jury was like, this is Australia versus the world. This is like, and they keep going on, the greatest of all time. And she played basically the perfect game. She didn't get a single vote. So like, that is what they want to have represented this season. So yeah, I think like the edit made it look a bit like they were going to get votes from those two, but I can see why they didn't.
Yeah, I think in terms of, the Championship of Survivor, it's probably more of a deserved Parv win than a Luke win.
Yeah.
Because as much as I loved Luke's game, and I think it was more interesting seeing him trying to play from the bottom a bit, which we didn't really see Parv do. Mm-hmm. She didn't get a single vote in terms of against her. So
and she was basically
massive for anything, really.
Always on the right side of the vote
always
as well.
Even when it came to throwing Kirby out the window instantly, it was just like, well, that was probably the right move, to be fair.
Yeah.
As much as it sucked for probably both of them, it was the right move. And again, it goes back to showing what a good game player Parv is, because she's not afraid to potentially burn some bridges and alliances, because that's what's best for her game. And at the end of the day, it's the sole survivor. It's not the team survivors. It's not the group. It's one person wins. And that's what you got to think about.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I would say actually that Parv didn't do perfectly.
Go on.
Is when she told Rob Bentelli about her and Dave knowing each other. And she's lucky he went out, really. And then, well, not lucky because she engineered it. But that did have a potential. She was lucky Dave went out so soon, actually.
Yeah.
He hadn't gone out episode 2. I think that could have put them both, like her in a tricky spot as well.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Because, if they had have merged together and then someone spills the beans, they've just played,
or they could have wanted to go out before that because like was just going to join up with him. She even says when he goes out, I guess it's kind of taking the target off my back.
I
would have loved to have seen Dave and Rob play together though.
Dave and Rob, because we had that like
they were teased.
Forgot about that.
I mean, that's why she's told him, because she knew Dave wanted to play with Rob so much, and Rob seemed like he wanted to play with Dave, so she's like, well, let me let you in on a little secret.
Unfortunately, Rob was just hell-bent on 3.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Out of like everyone that's played this season, what alliance do you feel the most that you would have wanted to see? Or like what 2 players would you have most wanted to see work together?
George and Tony.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Well,
yeah, absolutely.
It would have been chaos in like the best way possible.
We didn't even get to see them at the same tribal.
I know.
We were surprised.
We were. Yeah. I think like because we've known for so long which players are going in this, there's been so much time in the build up to like imagine and live in this like, fantasy world of like, oh, we're going to see like these people play together. And then, it's just
some of them we just didn't get to see.
Oh yeah. And it's upsetting because it's like, oh, we're just never gonna see that probably. We just have to imagine.
They've all retired.
Like, we'll have to get like a Survivor doll's house and just like reenact what we would have wanted.
JLP action figure.
Yeah, exactly. So Parv announced the winner.
Well, JLP announced the winner.
Yeah.
Which was Parv. JLP's final winner.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
It's a good one for your final winner.
Yeah, it's a good one to go out on, but still quite painful to see him
Very
doing that
painful.
the last time. He was struggling to get over to her. There was so much commotion.
Yeah. It's like, Parv, here's your check.
And they actually, this is like the first episode they've actually mentioned the grand prize pretty much.
It felt like it,
It was, I feel like for ages I didn't even know what the prize was.
Yeah. Right, well, before we wrap up then, shall we share our favourite moments from the season? I can go first if you like.
Okay.
My favourite moment from the season is the intro trailer.
Oh gosh. So it went all downhill from there for you?
There were lots of high moments after that, but the adrenaline and the like thrill of that opening was just like top tier TV. Like I loved it so much.
My favourite moment is the shoe idol.
Yeah.
Tony's shoe idol for me was just, it was iconic. It only could have been more iconic if it had worked.
Yes.
But the fact he tried it, I mean, fair play to him. Like, no one else would try it, I don't think.
He went out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was going to be one of mine. My other one is that conversation with Kirby, Dave, and George when Dave's like, who's throwing my name out? And George's like, well, she's standing right here. So inexplicable.
Oh, it was so intense.
Oh my God.
Why?
I'm like cringing just thinking
Same.
of it.
Oh,
I
I
still
love
can't
this.
believe it.
It was a great moment there, yeah.
So funny. What?
Oh, it
my
was so good. So good. Wow.
Are we going to look at our bingo cards?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah, shall we?
I feel like we probably should.
Yeah.
I don't know where mine is.
I can get yours.
Okay, thanks.
Right, well, let's see. Firstly, did anyone get anything?
Yeah, I've done all right.
Right.
You know.
Go for it, Kirst. What did you get?
Okay, blindside. I said Dave. Happened.
But would you say it was a blind side?
Actually,
though?
no, it didn't. Okay, no, didn't get the first one.
Sorry to pick you up on that.
No, you're right. You're totally right. First boot, I put Tony. Didn't happen. First idol find, thought it'd be George. Didn't happen. Alliance, I said Shawnee and Parv, and we got it for one episode, right?
Yeah, that counts.
Getting
You can have that.
Getting
Yeah.
Make it to merge, I said Suri. Happened. JLP moment, inappropriate laughing. Got that.
Yeah.
And we got like probably the most inappropriate one ever when they had that challenge that Luke lost before final 5 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
Obviously a very, very distressing moment for him. And then Jill was like, remember this.
Yeah.
Challenge, sandbag run, doesn't get Dave.
Boo.
Dave did not get revenge on Janine, and Luke did not win.
It's okay, so you got 3. That's not bad.
It's me. Oh, I did quite well. No,
You came close
three.
with that Luke win, though.
I was
that
so
was a
close.
good
Yeah,
call.
Yeah.
Right, go for it, Well.
So blindside, I had Tony. I don't think that was really a blindside.
No, he could see that coming.
Yeah. Case in point with the shoe idol. Really.
Yeah.
First boot, I had Tony, which was wrong. First idol find, I had George, which was wrong. Alliance, I had Dave, George, and Luke. They kind of tried to have the Power Bottoms alliance, but did they even ever make a move together?
I don't think they did, but I'm tempted to give it to
To
you.
be
just
honest,
'cause they did come
They
up with
had
an
the
alliance
conversation.
Considering I'm not going to get many more of these, I'm going to give it to myself.
Take that.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Make it to merge, I had Parv.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. JLP moment, I had World Needs to Pick It Up. Which
this
we did
remains up for
discuss this
debate.
on one.
Yeah.
I can't know if it actually happened.
Have not got the receipts, so I
Wow.
don't know.
he said something close to it for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want it?
Oh, I want it, yeah.
Yeah. Give it.
I'll give it.
Challenge Sandbag Run,
No.
which we didn't have. Idol Steal as a wild card, which we
Yes!
definitely did have.
Very.
But,
We had the advantage. It was there. It
yeah,
could
but
have
she didn't
happened.
actually steal the idol.
Oh, I'm not going to get in the middle of this.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you. And winner, I had Shawnee, which obviously we didn't have.
No. Okay. So you got 4. Pretty good.
Yes, I did get 4, yeah.
Okay. So I had Blindside Dave, also didn't happen. First Boot Tommy, didn't happen. First Idol Find Tony, didn't happen. Alliance Robin Tony, didn't happen. Make it to merge 3, did have one.
Hey.
JLP moment says in the drink. Oh, it didn't happen.
Didn't
It's
happen.
not
I think
happening
they even had
again.
a water shot. Oh,
No, they only had the grapes, but they didn't have any of the like.
in the drink.
Yeah.
Start that one.
You have to fall in the
Yes,
drink.
he
for it
says
to-
it if they fall in, not if they start in the drink.
yeah. Otherwise, they're all just in the
You
drink.
might imagine, right, before they throw
I
rocks.
feel like I know what you're going to say.
Right, so before they draw rocks, he's like, right, you're out of the drink.
I was thinking you were going to say like when they're waiting to get into like the challenge, he'll be like, okay, and if everyone can just now step into the drink and get into position.
Into the drink.
I don't think anyone's ever used the expression in that context ever in the history of the world.
But JLP would be the one to pull it off if anyone did.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I had challenge, coconut hold, boo, no. Wildcard, fake idol play, which I feel like we should count the shoe as a fake idol.
Yeah.
Did he play it?
I mean, if you're having the idol still, I'm having the fake idol.
You can call me up on it. I can call you.
I'm going to lose anyway. And then winner, I had Shawnee, which obviously she didn't. So I got 2, Kirsty, you got 3, and Will, blindside bingo winner with 4.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't have given me those sympathy ones then.
This would have been a draw otherwise. Or we could have gone to rocks.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it feels like our bingo cards were mostly what we wanted to happen this season, and very little of it happened.
Yeah.
A little bit disappointing, really, in that respect. But,
What happens on Survivor if there's a tie? At the final vote? Or do they just never have an even number of jurors?
They have had even numbers before, but I don't think they've ever actually had a tie.
I think it actually happened in the last season because you remember Morgan didn't come onto the jury. And uneven with an even number.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what would happen.
Rocks.
Oh my God.
Decide the winner by rocks.
Oh, no.
That is so
Maybe
hard.
they'd give them like another chance to plead their case to the jury.
Yeah.
To see if they could sway anyone.
Right. And if they still didn't.
If they still didn't, then
The draw.
it kind of maybe would have to be fire.
Fire would be quite exciting.
That would be so exciting.
It would be annoying as well.
Or maybe they go back to that extra challenge area.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the tribal and do like some kind of ball-based balance shite.
I feel like fire's a good way to solve it because it goes back to the roots of Survivor, right? Like, it used to actually genuinely be about surviving. They didn't get all the creature comforts they kind of get now.
They were eating rats out of
They were
cages.
eating rats, trying to catch pigs in the jungle. Yeah, I mean...
Bats they ate.
Yeah, figuring out how to actually make fire. I remember Jeff was always disappointed when someone didn't know how to make fire. It's like, you've been out here for how many days and you don't know how to make fire yet. So having it be the final decider as a winner...
Would be quite fitting.
If it has to be done that way,
yeah.
Be good.
Well, who knows? We might see it next series.
Maybe we will.
Maybe we will.
Next season, which we know the theme of this one, don't we?
Is redemption and revenge?
Yeah.
Say?
I want to say that as well.
So we've got some rumoured cast.
Yeah.
We've got our old fave Simon.
Yes. Can't wait to see Simon back. Yes.
Yeah.
We've also got our old fave Harry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he's been out the limelight for quite some time. I didn't think he was going to be coming back.
I
So
know.
that's super exciting.
That's so exciting.
Then we've also got challenge record holder. Well, actually not record holder anymore, but Beast Brooke.
Yes.
Hey.
And then there's a fourth?
Mark.
Mark. Oh, yeah.
Who we saw a flashback of this episode, actually.
we did.
In one of the old...
On the wheel.
Brutal on
Torture
Communities.
wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, shaping up to be.
That'll be good.
I'm
Exciting.
excited.
Yeah.
I like that cast so far.
Right, I have a question, which I can't remember if we discussed before or not. But how can it be like redemption and revenge if it's all new players other than those 4? Like, how are you getting redemption from what?
I know, maybe they'll like loosely have like.
Oh my gosh, maybe it's going to be like Blood v Water, except your own show with like your enemy.
with your ex.
Yeah, with your ex.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Let's not devolve Survivor into that, please.
Yeah, it's a good question though. I don't know how they're going to do that. I feel like, like kind of the Titans v Rebels where they very loosely spun like, I'm a rebel in real life.
I mean, let's not forget that sort of 5 days in, the tribes are going to get mixed up and the theme will be out the window anyway.
Yeah.
It might be a twist in the gameplay though.
Oh, yeah. That's
I reckon they might get sent to some kind of redemption island where they can get revenge on people, or like,
That would be actually a really fun gameplay.
That makes more sense than it being a tribe of like.
It does.
Yeah.
Do you remember like back in the old school Big Brother where like 2 housemates would get voted out and they think they'd be evicted, but actually they'd gone to the bed sit and they just got to
and they'd be
watch.
watching.
But then they got to do like tricks and stuff, like turn people shower cold and stuff. Like imagine if that was the revenge. It was like, right, you go to Redemption Rock and then you've got to sit in like a shelter, but you've got like the CCTV and you can do like tricks and stuff.
Or it's like that series where Boston Rob and Sandra like had a like kind of underground lair and they were listening in on tribal, weren't they? Commentary.
Oh my God, imagine that could be it.
So yes, it might be some kind of twister.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
I think because it just doesn't make sense to have a series of like who's going to apply for something with their sworn enemy. I mean, who has an enemy in real life?
Yeah.
Who has
exactly. And like, also, would we really care about some stranger's like revenge storyline?
Depends how well they sell it.
Yeah, true. There could be some juicy stuff, but yeah, no, I think your guess is much more likely. I mean, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
No news on a release date yet, I guess. But
and this will obviously be Dave's first season as host as well, so that'll be interesting to see how he does.
I know it's going to be lots of new things happening next season. So
yeah,
I mean, we should just take. I know we've taken many a moment over the past series to appreciate JLP, but I mean, what a legacy he has left behind.
Absolutely.
Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Yeah, I mean, JLP is one of the reasons I stuck with Australian Survivor, because I really appreciated a host where it wasn't all about them. You know, I mean, I'd never seen Survivor before. Australian Survivor was my intro. JLP was my intro to Survivor hosts. And yeah, just a real change of pace with someone who's there and genuinely enjoys the game and is passionate about it. You can tell he gets into it and loves it.
Yeah.
So it's real sad to see him going. And we wish him the best of luck.
I think you've said it all.
You said it all.
What a guy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some amazing seasons of Australian Survivor.
Yeah.
I think it's worth saying, for anybody who's listening, and this is your first experience of Australian Survivor, because you come from, watching US Survivor or something, seriously go and check out previous seasons, because it is actually, there is some cracking seasons in there. I mean, I'd probably say Brains v Brawn 1.
Yeah.
George's first season is a great
Really
one
good.
to go into.
Really good. Yeah.
Titans v Rebels.
Titans v Rebels is good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even Luke's first season, I really enjoy.
Champions v Contenders 2.
No, but I do love that one too.
I thought
His
that was
first
Luke.
one doesn't have a name, does it?
His first one
Oh.
is season 2. Yeah, really good. Heroes v Villains, really good.
Yeah. It's just so.
There's only a few that I probably wouldn't really recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
And
the
I mean,
And even still, there's still Survivor.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's never going to be horrendous watching Survivor. So yeah, no,
You've got a
that's
good list
shout.
to get you going with our favourites right there.
Yeah, 100%.
Check them out.
All right. Wow. I guess we should say thanks to everyone who's listened to the pod this season. We've absolutely loved recording it, loved sharing all of our thoughts, and like overall great season.
Yeah, thank you to anyone who's liked or subscribed to any of our stuff. It really makes us feel special and like people are actually listening and, enjoy the podcast.
Yeah,
It's
we
nice.
loved it.
Send us a message, like stuff, follow us. It's all great. Love it.
Yeah. And anything you want to...
I don't think I can top that from Will. Going in on the hard sell there for the followers. Let's send it there.
Well, yeah, thanks everyone. And we will see you again for more Survivor content soon. Bye.
Bye.